All right, so there's a couple things I wanted to go over. Number one, this Captain Marvel news. Two, Avengers Endgame. Got some Neon Genesis and some Hearthstone news, and then some really funny stuff with a board game that I found quite hilarious. First off, though, I want to talk about Captain Marvel because apparently, guess what? If you enjoyed that wooden performance, that wood faced performance, literally like a block of wood, her face just always going to that default face. You see it in the poster right there. That's her face for the entire movie. Never changed. Even in Endgame, she had that soulless look, lifeless, joyless look, like she didn't want to be there. She never wanted to be in these movies. I think she's only there for the stage it gives her for her hacktivism because she wants to get out there and spread the word. There's a really funny story with her talking about doing an interview, and she got some woman in a wheelchair, and she's like, I requested you because you're in this wheelchair. It's like, how degrading that is to the person that went to interview her. Like, oh, it wasn't my countless interviews that you liked. It was specifically because I'm in this wheelchair. How nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. She's very cringy, Brie Larson, very cringy. And I think that she's going to be the downfall of the MCU movies because they're putting a lot of weight on her. A lot of weight is going on to Brie Larson. Before, it was Tony Stark. Tony Stark had appeared in a lot of movies. He was kind of the face of the MCU along Chris Evans, Captain America. And the two of them were very charismatic and very good actors, did a good job, despite what you might think, especially Chris Evans being so political. They did a great job as those two characters, in my opinion. And losing them both is, kind of, we'll see how that works out for you. I really don't think Captain Marvel is capable of being the face of the MCU, but that is where they're going. They want her to be the face of the MCU, and that's what I find so funny about this. So this is all speculation. 5 more MCU movies is what they're saying that she'll appear in for now. I'll guarantee you to be more. But I don't think that this is a rumor, as they're saying. Kevin Feige already came out and said, hey, yeah, she's going to be the face of the Marvel Universe now for the movies. He's openly said that. That's not a secret. That's not a rumor, and that's not speculation. They're putting all of the eggs in that Brie Larson wooden basket. So they say Brie Larson's Marvel Cinematic Universe debut as Captain Marvel made waves when it hit the box office. And according to a new rumor, we might be in for quite a few more appearances from Larson's Carol Danvers in the MCU. According to a report, We Got This Covered, Larson is set to appear in at least 5 more MCU movies before her contract with Marvel Studios is up. Now, this is not confirmed by Larson or Marvel, so take it with a grain of salt, as an earlier report suggested she had signed a 7-picture deal with Marvel, but that was eventually shot down by Larson herself. What movies would she appear in? Well, my guess would be 2 Avengers movies and at least 2 more Captain Marvel movies. And we would potentially probably get a Captain Marvel movie coming soon between this and the next Avengers, and then one after that. So I would say a Captain Marvel trilogy. Then you get 2 Avengers movies, and then they'll probably have her cameo in somebody else's movie. That would be my guess. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 7 movies. So be excited. We'll get lots more of that wooden face Larson coming up. I don't think that they're counting Endgame in this either. I think this is 5 more movies after Endgame. So be ready. So keeping with the Avengers theme, they did a re-release for Avengers Endgame, and I guess it's really bad. Somebody actually went and leaked the CGI for this. There's a whole CGI scene of the Hulk saving a bunch of people from a burning building, and it's really bad. It's hard to tell from this because it's really dark, but the CGI isn't finished at all. What's going on is there's a building on fire. Banner Hulk, Professor Hulk, or whatever we're going to call him, comes in, and the face isn't finished at all. He's talking, and his mouth doesn't move, and he literally picks up a giant iPad for the phone, and it looks terrible. This, to me, this is like super disrespectful. How do you not re-release this and at least finish the CGI theme? It's like, have you ever watched the deleted scenes on a Blu-ray? and it's on like a CGI movie, and they don't complete it, and you'll see like none of that motion captured kind of cartoon looking CGI. That's what they put in the movie. It looks really bad, and that's kind of disrespectful to the fans. It not only shows that it was a cash grab, but it shows you don't really kind of care about the quality. Like, why wouldn't you just wait 2 more months? Because the rumors are that they're not going to release this at home digital or home released Blu-rays until like close to Christmas. So why didn't you just wait till maybe August and finish this scene and then re-release it? This is terrible. So if you were thinking about going to see this again, I would pass, because this is all you're getting. And then at the end, there's a clip of Nick Fury and what's her face, the chick from How I Met Your Mother, that's in the movies with him. I forget her name. Maria Hill. Yeah, Maria Hill. She's in it, and they meet Mysterio, and he fires a beam at some sand monster that's not Sandman, from what I'm hearing, and that's it. But this is, what a slap in the face this is to fans. So here's another example of always eating their own. We got this game called Reality Check. It's the game of privilege. And it's getting criticized, of course. So what a stupid concept this is. Who wants to play this game? Listen to this description. So Reality Check, the game of privilege, is a board game created by Elliot Trotter and Dominique Campsey, working together with a multitude of contributors, people from across all spectrums, who set out to create a board game that carefully balances fun and satire with harsh truths behind the story of privilege in America. So its goal is to, of course, not patronize the lived experience of marginalized people, but instead to expose them, exposed, privileged individuals, and how that functions in American society. Who wants to play this game? Does anybody want to play this? It's like, oh, let's play the woke game today and have some wine. This is stupid. But, of course, you got people coming out and saying, I somehow feel the Venn diagram of people that play this game, and incel magna a-holes is the most mathematically perfect circle to ever exist. Get this guy. I, too, have been high and had a bad idea. Difference is I didn't sink hundreds of hours and presumably a few couple thousands of dollars into it. We get this guy coming in here. If you'd like a reality check, this isn't funny or clever. F this light-hearted party romp through the suffering of others. As a person of serious privilege, I hope this project gets curb-stomped. This is not helping to support POC or demonstrate power dynamics. So they're getting eaten up and taken out, because of course they are. Because, if there's anything that's been a running trend with these people, it's that the NPC always attack and eat their own. Always. So figured we could end this on a positive note. I know there's been a little bit of back and forth on the Netflix's Witcher, but I gotta say, this looks really good. So they've released some photos, and it looks like it's more inspired by the books, and that's fine to me. But they did show some pictures of how they actually look, and I gotta say, I'm actually kind of impressed. So here's your first look at Geralt, and I think he looks pretty good. Yennefer looks really good as well. We got Ciri here. She looks really good. I'm liking this. Yennefer looks great. I think, what's his name? Henry Cavill? He looks pretty good. I'm kind of surprised. Like, look how good she looks here. Yennefer's a very beautiful woman. I think that they pull her off very nicely here. I'm happy with that casting. A lot of people were worried about how Henry would look. He has that rugged look. He's looking dirty. I'm liking this. I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is going to be pretty good. Maybe. Now, from what I'm hearing, the writers have been acting kind of foolish. So we'll see. Maybe it'll turn out to be okay. But as far as the images that they're releasing, this looks really good. I'm kind of excited to watch this. I like a good fantasy show, especially with Game of Thrones taking that cuck turn at the end. I'm kind of hyped for this now. I'm really kind of pleasantly surprised by how this looks. And one final piece of news, The Walking Dead is ending on issue 193. I didn't even know this was coming, and I guess this is a shock to some people. I guess a lot of people didn't even know that this was going to end this soon, but it's just coming to an end. I guess there were solicits up to a few more months, and they're like, nah, July 3rd, which is tomorrow, it comes to an end. So this is kind of shocking. I'm a little kind of surprised that it's just over. So it's been stated for a long time that it was going to come to an end after Rick getting taken out, but I thought we were going to get a little longer. So for those of you that follow this book, this is it. The last issue is tomorrow, today. So run out and grab it while you can, I guess. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments. What are you thinking about Captain Marvel's wooden performance, sticking around for another 5 movies? Are you excited to see her as the face of Marvel? What do you think about everything going on with The Witcher? What do you think about that woke board game? What do you think about that horrible Avengers CGI? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, also like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you're still subscribed, and check out my Twitch. There's a link to that in the description. Peace.